wheel in my face. But wanted to come to you to talk about the title that I have, which is nation. You're either going to come out of this pandemic um, as a witness or someone who is on the road to being a millionaire. You truly have the decision to decide. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of things going on in this world, a lot of things going on in this country. By no means am I here to dismiss what is going on. But the one thing that stands true is that economics plays a large part in whatever you want to do. Whether these things didn't exist or whether they continue to exist. But economics plays a large part. And that's why I'm a big advocate of understanding how economics work. Because the worst thing you want to do in this day and time, in this type of economy, is a victim. It's too much free game on the internet. Whether you want to read a book, whether you want to watch a webinar, at the end of the day, it's too much free game online. And so I am going to get to the point and go ahead and show you all the goods. Let me make sure that I copy all the necessary information. So I don't want to expose any account numbers. And so the reason why I do this is because, as you can see, I want you to see 825, 10K. The reason why I show receipts is because we live in a day and time that it's really easy to binge on a lot of videos online and position yourself as someone who knows. And the one thing that I have been good with doing is only speaking from my own experience and what I do. And so right now we have a lot of real estate gurus who are being exposed, not saying who they say they are. And the one thing that I am certain with is that everything that I show is for real. Now, are there bigger checks that you can make in real estate wholesaling? Yes, it is. But for the very little work that I do, because a lot of people may think that, oh, I don't want to do real estate wholesaling, this, that, and the other. Understand, real estate wholesaling is an active income business. What does that mean in the sense of business funding? I'm going to bring it home to you. The real estate wholesaling act as a active income source that goes into my business, and it shows that there is activity in my business. Now, the perfect trifecta, when people say, I want true business funding, I don't want to do any PG. Let me share, I'm going to share with you the game, how it's done, the perfect trifecta. Active income is in my business. As you can see, deposits are being made. It shows that the entity is generating. I have good credit. And then I have a funding entity. That is the trifecta. That is the perfect trifecta. When people say, hey, I want business funding, what they fail to realize is that it is a synergy of three sources: active income in the business, good credit, and a funding entity. It's not magic. It's not about building business trade lines. It's not about working towards a paydex score. It is about creating a real business that, and lenders will lend to a business that's prepared to receive. The worst thing you want to do in your business, you people dropping on what I'm showing, 10K checks. Not to impress you, but to show you what I talk about is real. You want to know how to get to the bag? You want to know how to get to funding? This is not about federal credit union credit card. Do that by yourself. It's a ton of people on YouTube that's teaching you how to get a Navy Federal Credit Union credit card. This is not about getting a PayPal loan. This is about creating a business where your business is able to get access to cash and credit lines. How do you do that? It's the perfect trifecta of a business generating income that you can show the owner of, or whoever, the person in charge of the business, has good credit, and the funding entity. That is the perfect trifecta. Anything else, all you're doing is chasing your tail. That's why people will go from video to video to video to video on YouTube looking for someone who's going to show them and teach them the easiest and fastest way to get to funding. That's a business funding model that's not sustainable. Can it get you some quick cash? Yes, it can. Can you do some tricks of the trade to add trade lines in the whole nine? Yes, you can. I had a client, we talked Monday, and she mentioned about someone that she knows is going to buy trade lines, and she felt like it seemed a bit scammy. And I was truthful with her. Done the right way, possibly be good. But most of the time, the people who are selling it to you are selling you a one-trick pony. That is why a lot of people will not be a professional borrower. And a professional borrower has nothing to do with you being a person who does not lack the discipline. Understand, I have no problem with credit. I have no problem with a business leveraging credit. I'm not going to stand on a soapbox and talk about how debt is bad, how credit is bad, because the wealth that is built in this country right now, you're going to have businesses who are going to come out of this pandemic, who are going to come out of this recession, and in 10 years, they're going to be billion-dollar based companies. And they're not going to do it by trying to be cash free. They're going to leverage someone's money. It's either going to be an institution, it's either going to be private lenders. At the end of the day, no business has been built by just being cash only. I'm not here to convince you. At the end of the day, you know what you're disciplined with. You know what, if you were to get X amount of dollars, what you would do with it. You either going to flip it to make it more, or you either going to blow it away, because once again, you a one-trick pony. Someone told you some tricks of the trade on how to get some business credit or some business fund. You blew through it. You blew through the bag. And now you're trying to wonder how you going to get some more money. That's not what I teach. For those who are just coming on now, I'm talking about the perfect trifecta to really understand it and getting access to funding in this real estate game. It is business. It is a business that's generating income. That's what the real estate wholesaling does. It brings in income. You can have any type of business that brings an income, as long as it's bringing an income. But what I find interesting is that those who are looking for funding, those who are looking for business credit, they have a business that's not even generating any money. And understand, there's still some creative things that you can do, but you got to be either one of the type of people. You either got to be the person who has good personal credit And I don't mean a score, because you can maneuver scores, you can trick scores. I'm talking about somebody who has a healthy credit profile. And you can leverage that, get some funding, have it to flow into your business, show some type of activity. You have capital added into your business. I'm assuming you're going to use this capital to now be able to do whatever is needed to be done in your business to produce more income. And then from there, now your business is sustainable. And now you can truly go back and try to get the business, credit that you're trying to get on solely just your business. Those people say, I just want some business credit and business funding that doesn't have to do a personal guarantee. Now, of course, I'm giving you the very abbreviated version, but that's how it's done. So once again, I'm not somebody who's just talking about it. I'm doing what needs to be done. And that's what it's going to take. So what are you doing during this pandemic and recession? Are you just still sitting on the sidelines trying to figure out what's the quickest and fastest way? Like I tell people, my methods aren't quick. Are there some people that I'm able to work with and we can get them funding fast? Yeah, but 90% of the people that come to me, things are not in order for them to be funding ready. This is not about getting a Navy Federal Credit Union credit card. This is not about how you can get a Capital One business credit card. This is much bigger than that. This is about structuring your business so your business can produce cash and credit business lines. That's what it's about. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you want to learn more about how I'm helping bring the two together, real estate, business funding, for you to be more deals, go to helpmewithbizcredit.com. I'm not sure. I always forget these URLs, but I will have it underneath this video. But go to www.helpmegetbizcredit.com. I'll have the link below this video. If not, you can go underneath the last video. You'll see the link there. And if you're just hopping on and wondering what I'm talking about, please watch the replay of this video, and you can see what the discussion was all about. Until the next time, like I said, I'm usually doing webinars in my private Facebook group. And if you just do a search on Facebook, Credit to Cash Flow, you can find out more about it there. And there you go. So watch the replay and you will see what it was that I was talking about. So until the next time, this is Lorelia. See you in the next video.